Hi everyone, for today's video we're going to be doing a full face of new makeup, which I'm super excited to share because I love how my makeup turned out. So keep on watching. Alright, so I'm going to be starting with the Zitsticka SPF. I actually have been really enjoying this product because it is very hydrating. It doesn't leave me a white cast. But it really sinks into the skin rather quickly, and one of my favorite things about it as well is that it provides hydration and it gives me a very natural glow without it being tacky or too dewy, which I personally really love because I hate when SPF is super greasy, very thick, and takes a while to sink into the skin. So Zitsticka does not do that, and again provides a lot of hydration and has been a really great base for makeup. And as y'all can see, it just left my skin looking nice and supple, not too greasy. And I always go in with my Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Eye Primer. I love to use it under my eyes because this works as a great base for concealer. It does provide a little bit of hydration, but overall it just kind of feels like a dimethicone eye primer in a way. And then I'm going to go in with my favorite color corrector by Hueglow. One of my favorite color correctors just because this does add some hydration under the eyes. I have been a little dry lately under the eye, so this just really helps prevent any dry patches or creasing. Although sometimes if I put way too much of this will crease a lot with concealer on top. Alright, so Hueglow is obviously not new, but it is one of my holy grail products that I love to apply right before any kind of complexion just because I'm super dry. So this makes sure that my skin is nice and nourished and really prepped for any foundation. I'm actually going to go back into the Makeup Forever HD foundation. The shade will be in the description box below, but I have been loving this foundation. I am so tempted to buy it, but I'm going to France and I need to stop buying things. But I love it to blend it out with a damp beauty sponge. This one is by Ecotools. And I just really like to build the foundation, so I don't go all in just yet. Like here, I just put a little bit on my nose and then I worked it to my forehead. My lips were looking real crusty, so I went in with the Innbeauty lip glaze. Again, the shade will be below, but this is actually really hydrating and nice and thick. So for concealer, I'm going to use the Dior concealer, the new one that just came out, but I'm actually going to be using 3W. I used 2W in my last video, and although I do like that shade for me, I actually feel like 3W worked much better for me because it has a little bit more of a peachy undertone, which does help cover dark circles. So in this video, I actually really prefer this shade, and again, I love this concealer so far. I do think that it does crease a little bit just because I feel like it is more serum-like than thick, but it does provide a great medium coverage. It lasts, I would say, like about 5 hours until it really starts to crease for me, but you know, like I mentioned in my last video, I do tend to crease regardless, but one thing I really love about this concealer is just mainly the consistency of it. It's very lightweight, it's very hydrating, and it just blends in and sinks into my under eye. Very beautiful and very natural. So the Hueglow brow gel is more of a Shop My Stash brow gel, and you know, it's not one of my favorites, but it definitely fluffs up the brows a bit. I'm going to go in with the Saie bronzer, which is one of my favorite cream bronzers. I love applying it with this Ecotools brush, which I will link down below. But this bronzer is literally butter, and I love the undertone of it. It just really adds like a beautiful wash of bronzy color to my skin, and it just sinks in beautifully. Now I'm going to go in with the Nars Light Reflecting Powder, which has quickly become one of my favorite setting powders. I love the way that it feels under my eyes, including my face. It's so finely milled and extremely lightweight. I'm gonna go in with the Patrick Todd Duo. I again will put the shade in the description box below. I don't have it near me, so I forgot what shade this is. But what I love about this duo, specifically the cream, I love that it is quite sheer to buildable coverage, as you can see. I love that I can go little by little and really build it up to the I guess opaqueness, if you will, that I would like from the blush. I also find that it really just sinks into the skin very naturally. It's dewy but not extremely tacky, and it just dries down to a very natural finish. Alright, now I'm just going to go into the Nars Soft Matte Concealer to prep the eyelids for eyeshadow, because I'm going to be going in with the new Byredo eyeshadow palette that I gifted myself for my 30th birthday. What I really love about this eyeshadow palette is I don't have anything like it. I got rid of so many of my eyeshadow palettes, and this one just has everything I need and I love. I love how silky and buttery the shadows are. They're so easy to blend and they're pigmented. Like, I love this transition shade. It just goes so well with my skin tone. So I'm just gonna keep going on with the makeup look and enjoy the little bit of music. Alright, I'm just going to now set my makeup with the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Setting Spray, which has quickly become one of my favorite setting sprays that I've actually ever owned. I love that it actually sets my makeup as opposed to just a mist that rehydrates the skin, if that makes sense. So this does provide a bit of hydration, but ultimately I needed a setting spray that would actually set and keep my makeup in place. Now, this isn't a new lip liner, but it is one of my favorites. It is Endless Cacao by Makeup Forever. And then the new Merit lipstick. It is so hydrating, and I love that it's a sheer buildable lipstick. And I love the shade too. But that pretty much completes my full face of new makeup. Let me know what y'all thought about it. What's your favorite product? Have you tried any of these things? Honestly, I really just love how my makeup turned out. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys all in my next video. Adios.